Whip, womp, womp. I'm coughing. Welcome back to Cough. It's me, the cough person who coughs. Frankie's also here, but he's not coughing because
I cough less.
He's professional. He knows how to appear on a thing properly, but I don't.
Not make disgusting mouth noises.
The new hit album from Neil Cicierro. Have you listened to those albums?
I've listened to, I think, the original Mouth Sounds.
Mouth Sounds.
Yeah, Mouth Sounds.
It's Mouth Sounds, Mouth Silence, and then the Mouth... something else.
Oh, that guy's got a banner. He's probably some sort of chieftain or something.
Yeah. He carries a standard, and therefore now all of the ranks are standardized. They have standardized testing. That makes sense.
I'm gonna kill him.
Makes perfect sense. Good joke, Chris. Good. I need to keep a fucking percentage tally of what percentage of the time is Chris making jokes and what percentage is it him analysing and destroying his own jokes and just stepping all over them.
Thanks for the buff, friend.
Now we're all buff. Nobody might. The leadership moves are boring but really useful because later in the game they become literally imperative.
Yep.
It's really stupid.
See, there's a play on words there, Chris. Murder of crows. That's a group of crows, but also he's trying to murder you.
Did you know that a group of ravens is called an unpleasance?
I didn't.
It is.
That seems really harsh towards ravens.
Yeah. I think they're either called an unpleasant or an umbrage. Both of which
sort of imply that you're slightly perturbed at the presence of the ravens.
Yeah. I learned a new skill because I did 4
Bane.
sword crafts.
Oh, I remember all the Bane moves in the Return of the King and Two Towers game. You had to do a special combo, then it did a fancy little flourish, and you killed stuff in one hit.
Yeah, it was a weird idea. I don't really... In particular, it was weird because they gave you loads and loads of style points.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't played the Lord of the Rings 2000 Return of the King's video game for PlayStation 2, buy a copy and play. The way it worked is the same as Devil May Cry. You hit things and then it gives you style points. And when your style points goes up to maximum, you go into perfect mode and all your hits do critical damage. But when you do this Bane move, which is basically you block an enemy and then you press the R2 button and it just instantly kills them, and that immediately bumps you up to 3/4 full.
Yep.
That doesn't make sense.
Nope.
There's why would you not just do that move all the time forever?
I mean, you do. That's all you do.
It just completely invalidates the whole combo system. It's stupid. It's dumb, and it's stupid. Every game is bad. Except this one.
Ooh,
you've got a fault, and I've got an Ithilien long sword.
They will trouble you no longer.
Aha!
Cutscene.
You have found him.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? Literally never discussed. This fucking elf comes up and is all cryptic and slightly fey and attractive and says, "You found the chosen one." It's what do you mean?
Some may still survive.
Berethor spends the whole first part of the game just getting dragged around by Idril, helping with stuff that he doesn't really care about. And it's all because he swore a Wookie life debt to her.
Now, these epic scenes that we keep getting, those are just clips from the film, aren't they?
Yes, but with Gandalf talking over them.
Just in case you need some context. Just in case you're playing this without having seen the films.
Yes. In case you weren't aware that The Lord of the Rings is a film and book series, not just a series of high-quality video games.
Speaking of high-quality Lord of the Rings video games...
This one?
I was going to mention more the new ones that are coming out, or the new one, Shadow of War.
Those are high quality.
It looks pretty cool. The first one was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
Hey, look, humans.
Yeah. Oh, these are wildlings.
Yeah.
They give you a bunch of orcs at the beginning of the game, and then they decide, instead of fighting that, why don't you just fight bums? Literally just fight vagrants. Why not? And that's what they are. Fucking Darkest Timeline Hagrid.
Hey, the beautiful dodge mechanic.
Yeah.
Just slightly sidestep. Works on a Moomakill.
Yeah.
Can I kill myself? I don't have anything.
You could use a Lembus and recover your AP, or you can wait until you level up and then it'll be fine.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
Yeah.
Haha.
In what manner was that a pierce? Riddle me that, fungus.
That his name.
Why not?
Sure.
Wild Man Sword Rabble. Quick and concise.
Out.
Let's do it. I'm going to Guardian Strike you back to the Stone Age, my boy.
Boom.
There he go. I critical hit him. More like a critical shit.
And chest.
You just wait until he gets a helmet and you can't see his sweet hair flapping around anymore. It's going to be real sad.
Talking of hair flapping.
With hair flapping, we're not going to because we're going to spoil the best part of the whole game. There's a character coming up later and he's great. And stupid. That really sums up the game.
Yeah.
It's great and stupid.
I wonder if
Real
we would
stupid.
enjoy this game if we hadn't played it as like 12-year-olds.
Good question. I don't know. I think it's competent enough that it still sort of holds up as playable.
Yeah.
I've played through this game like 5 times, genuinely.
Yeah, I'd definitely
I
done it
play this
twice.
game for fun.
Nice.
Oh
no.
I'm gonna taunt you. Enter single combat with me, ancient bum.
The swordman bum.
Really thought I had something there. I don't... Where did they get these weapons and items from?
I mean, I'm assuming they just stole them from orcs.
Oh, I guess. Then why does Hagrid have like a
Music going.
stake on a stick?
This music just seems far too epic for fighting a bunch of wood folk.
Because they're not going to write any new fucking music for this game, so they've got to use music from the film, and all the battle music is really epic because all the battles in Lord of the Rings are really epic.
Is there no just like standard music?
No.
They don't really fight any like
Do you want, like, the
low-level enemies, do they?
No. Do you want like the fucking Hobbiton theme? Da 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 da. Shit, we're gonna get copyright struck for that.
Oh god, yeah, that was just on point.
Actually, Jesus Christ, I hope we don't get copyright struck for all the background music. I don't think we will. I think
It'd be bad.
I'll have to mix it down so it's quiet. I think the audio mixing in this game is okay, so it will be quite quiet anyway. Audio mixing in Dino Crisis.
Oh yeah.
Go
did
watch
you?
the Dino Crisis series again if you haven't already watched it. The audio mixing in that game is fucking atrocious.
Really?
It's so poorly mixed. Like, some of the background sounds of like wind and musical stings basically blow out the audio.
Oh,
they're at like 0 decibels, which is loud.
Nice.
I normally mix our voices to be about -6 for a comparison.
Just
Something
great.
between -6 and -10, so it's nice and it's loud enough that you can hear it, but not so loud that it's like. So some of the background noises in Dino Crisis are right up at 0, and then all the dialogue is right down at -25.
And there's no audio option.
There's no audio option.
Good.
There's no subtitles. There's no nothing. So I had to fucking write a new dynamics processing filter to level everything out to roughly -20 so that you could sort of hear everything. You still can't hear any of the fucking
fancy as
dialogue. I do lots of editing things. I'm actually quite a good editor now because I've been editing this fucking show for like 2.5 years. And also recording it, but mostly editing.
Let's just take out this sword warrior.
Oh my god, his band of bombs.
Ah, what?
Not strong enough, my dude. If only. Oh, well.
Still not strong.
Well, I've mugged myself off, really.
Dunman slash.
Yeah, these guys didn't really make an appearance in the films.
No, there were Warhammer models of them though.
Yeah. They're... I don't know if they're a big part of the story in the books, because it's been a while since I've read them, and the books suck.
Ooh, controversial.
They do, though.
I got halfway
It is-
through Two Towers and bailed when I realised the rest
Yeah.
of the book was just Frodo and Sam.
That's when everyone bails. The Fellowship of the Ring is fine. It's a reasonably good book because stuff happens in
Yeah.
it. And then halfway through the Two Towers, Tolkien just sort of loses interest in the plot and has realised that he split up the party, and now he has to keep track of 3 different storylines, all of which are boring.
And you can't be bothered to like interweave them.
No.
So that you can have a slightly boring Frodo chapter and then some action.
No, it's because he's not a novelist.
No.
He's a linguist.
Yeah.
So he just spends all of his time when he's not doing boring sort of like, Frodo and Sam are walking through the mountains. They're still walking. One time they saw a rock and it reminded Frodo of an epic 70-page poem. And then he just does that for a while.
Let us recite it.
Now let's check in on Legolas and Gimli. Oh, Legolas is favouring them with a story. It's going to be another 20 pages of elven lore. It's like, shut up!
He basically wrote some languages and then wrote a story around it.
Good on him.
I it's a good story. Like, as you can see from the films, there's clearly a good story there.
We defeated the wild men, which we were supposed to do for some reason.
Cool.
It's not discussed in the cutscenes.
It's just a given that if you're a mighty soldier of Gondor, you have to go into the woods and beat up the locals.
You have to go put the lower classes in their place.
I mean, look, they were clearly unkempt. Therefore, their worth is less.
Jesus Christ. Next time on Class Warfare.